everybody. Welcome to IAEE-TV, produced by Convention News Television. I'm Sarah Solomon. Now, we are at the very first IAEE Women's Leadership Forum in Washington, D.C. Some of the most dynamic women in the meetings industry are here to listen, learn, and meet new faces.
The first job of the day, I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, "We made it."
And with that, the Women's Leadership Forum kicked off with an inspiring message from businesswoman and author Hattie Hill. With over 30 years of experience in global leadership, Hill empowered women to be true to themselves in their personal and professional life. The key is to seek happiness by doing what you love, make choices that fit your life, and find the appropriate balance for your schedule by working the percentages. Remember, you can't do it all.
Work-life management is really about working the percentages in your life and making the choices that get you to do the most things that you can do, but still be happy.
The women in this room are no stranger to success. Some with decades of work in the meetings industry under their belt, and others who are just beginning shared their definition of success during this interactive session. Summarizations of the word included perseverance, passion, financial security, and satisfaction in leading a team toward the goal of serving customer needs.
You know, it's great listening to other women's stories because I think so often we feel our story is unique, or we feel isolated, or that we're somehow different. So when you hear women who've made choices maybe to spend more time with family and not as focused on career, and you hear people say that's okay, and then you hear other women in senior level executive positions to say you can do this and it's not as hard as you think, and women just need to be more confident to get to that level. It's just that sharing aspect to me, that we're all in this together and there are other people you can reach out to and that they share your same situation and you can learn from.
Everybody has a different story, and I think you kind of know that inherently, but to actually hear the different stories and to know what's possible, to me is very kind of motivating and inspiring to know that I haven't messed it up yet. You know, I can still, move forward and change career paths and those types of things. So I think just hearing that everybody has a unique story and there's not one way to do it, that not everybody makes it to the C-suite in the same way.
And the conversation continued during an interactive panel-style session led by powerful women in the industry. The panel shared their personal success stories and gave insightful advice like, don't worry about things you can't control, be nice to the people above and below you, and surround yourself with skill sets that are different than yours.
I really believe that we all have choices and are in control, and if you allow yourself to be open to those possibilities, it's a little scary, but I hope that the idea of being able to make your choice and do what you love and be happy in what you do every day is the message that I can impart to this group.
I think that they should be a little less tough on themselves. I think that they should do as much as they possibly can to do a good job, to be true, to be authentic, but not to judge themselves too harshly if they can't accomplish all things. Everything always works out in the end.
We have so many women in our industry, and there's so little just specific education of how to take and get your seat at the table. I think that's why it's been so incredibly important.
This dynamic panel also touched on some of the challenges facing millennials entering the industry, like not having enough life experience out of school to land a good job. These leading women offered solutions like dressing the part, capitalizing on skills known to the younger generation like technology, and seeking a mentor. Another powerful woman took center stage to talk about a new leadership paradigm. The nature of leadership is changing. That was the message from founding director of the Center for Women and Business at Bentley University, Betsy Myers. Myers stressed that leadership today is about the heart and bringing out the productive feelings in people.
Leadership actually creates a feeling, and that we are human beings first, and something for each of us to remember, which is when people feel valued and appreciated and included, they do their best work. And so we step back and we say there's so much money and resources and conversation around this topic, leadership, but 50 to 70% of American workers feel disengaged in the workplace. So we have to step back and say, well, maybe what we're doing doesn't work. We need to pull some new tools out of the old backpack.
Networking was also heavy on the agenda.
It's incredibly inspiring to be able to talk to people, and they've been very helpful, as a younger person, in saying if you ever need anything, please reach out. So it's just really great to see such an awesome community of people who really want to help other women too.
It's been very inspiring to hear the successful stories from the women who have made it in their corporations and have overcome hurdles. that we try to overcome every day, and it's very inspiring, and hopefully I can apply some of the things I learned today to my career.
All of us negotiate, right? Does anyone here not think that they negotiate?
Negotiating comes in various strategies and styles. Mary Catherine Sexton with GES explained it best. Sexton reminded women to set a negotiating style that is authentic. Steps to achieve a successful negotiation include being prepared, good communication, flexibility, and the ability to identify decision makers.
The other party's interests don't align with them, but they have a plan to kind of address that back and forth so that they both come out of any type of negotiation strategy session with a win.
We're wrapping up a full day of riveting content and networking opportunities at the very first IAEE Women's Leadership Forum here in Washington, D.C. Now, as you can see and hear behind me, the energy is still incredible. Suppliers and planners that are here tell me they're already looking forward to next year's forum. For all of us at IAEE-TV, produced by Convention News Television, I'm Sarah Solomon. We'll see you next year.